Good evening, everybody. Welcome to Fall River Media News. I'm your host, Dave Mead. We got some disturbing story about the Fall River Police Department. Fall River Police have a man in custody after a shots fired incident. Fall River, Mass. WLNE. The Fall River Police Department said that a man was taken into custody after shots fired incident on North Main Street. Police say they were called around 5:20 p.m. after public reported of a shots being heard. Officers found shell casings in the area and shortly after tracking down the suspect who was possession of a firearm. No victim has been located in the Fall River area, so no victim was located. In the news today, let's go. Let me see here. We have Well, then again, this is your local news. This is your local news talk show podcast. Just for the Fall River area for right now. So again, I want to talk about I want to talk about the win yesterday with President-elect Donald Trump yesterday. Yes, he did. He got the electoral votes. He's also got the popular votes for Massachusetts. And let me tell you something. Again, I really want to express my opinion on this. I remember back in 2016 when Donald Trump elect when he ran against Hillary Clinton in 2016. He only got the electoral votes back then in 2016. So and Hillary Clinton got the popular votes back then, and and it was a shocking. I went, wow. I said, oh, yeah. I said, when I was up, I was actually watching the election. I couldn't even keep my eyes closed back then. Honestly, to tell you, I was just trying to keep my eyes closed. My eyes open, basically, so I can, so I can go to sleep. So I can actually watch this. So, but hey, but like I said, you know what I'm saying? Like I said, he won the election, and but now, there is a lot of people out there, are not pleased about it, but but it is what it is. I just want to express my opinion, my feelings that we put up a lot. Okay, we put up with the Biden and Harris administration for 4 years, and we didn't complain about it. You know what I'm saying? We just had to deal with it. You know what I'm saying? But now, I want to say, to the people out there that is listening to my podcast right now, Fall River Media News, local news for Fall River, and now that Donald Trump is in, being going to be sworn in January. I just want people to know, hey, look, it is what it is. Don't get mad about it. You know what I'm saying? Just, um, don't get mad about it. You know what I'm saying? Don't fight with people. Don't, go beat people up. You know what I'm saying? And things like that. But Kamala Harris and Joe Biden did call President-elect and congratulated him, and which was a good thing. With a peaceful transition. You know what I'm saying? They did call him, and and I was like, I wasn't surprised. You know what I'm saying? So they, Kamala Harris and Joe called him up and congratulated him on his, uh, you know, on his winnings, and which is good. You know what I'm saying? But and Tiverton, Tiverton and Tiverton Fall River Fire Department responded to a blaze within multiple explosions. Wow, I mean, this is like really nuts. Okay, local crews recently extinguished the major fire that destroyed a home, according to Tiverton and Fire Department at, at just before 11:30 a.m. on Friday. Firefighters were dispatched to a 31 Firefield Avenue after reporting a structure fire. Upon arrival, the crews found a mobile home full involved in a fire with a multiple oxygen bottles exploding. Multiple aid was called to the scene, included Fall River, and provided multiple tankers, as the area does not have a fire hydrant. One party was transported to an area hospital for minor injuries. And yeah, it's really crazy. You know what I'm saying? And there it is right there. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I had to pull the phone sideways so you guys could see it. Yeah, there was a big, huge explosion there in Tiverton, in that area. So, and now we're gonna go and see what else I can find here.
Come on. Come on. What the fight? I said it's not hearing me.
Let's go here. Junior firefighter recognized as a hero for saving girl choking in Fall River restaurant. Wow. Congratulations to him. If you see shoes hanging from a power line, here's what it means. At some point, most people leave, they'll look up and see a pair of sneakers tied together and suspend from a wire about a sidewalk or a street. Typically, the next thought is to ask, why are they shoes hanging from power lines? It turns out there are a few possible reasons. One of the most common ones is that the shoes serve a seedy purpose, like marking a location for buying drugs. The theory is backed by some police officers across the county, but spokesperson for the New York Police Department has refuted it telling New York Times. Well, I mean, just to follow up on that situation, uh, you know, a lot of times if I'm walking or if I'm working in a parking lot, I'll look up. I'll see sneakers hanging, from the top, like the wire, and I would say to myself, "Wow, that looks like you know, uh, they're marking their territory, for drugs, gangs, and which is right. That's what they do. You know what I'm saying? In other words, to let you know that this is our territory. That's why they throw those sneakers up there. They mark their territory. Okay, I've seen that many times. Um, Even on across the street from Stop and Shop. If you look up, you'll see sneakers there on a wire. That's to mark their territory. That's to let you know that this is a drug area. Okay. Um, and to let you know that, uh, they need to be respected. You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, that's why you have sneakers up there in that area. So if you go in your neighborhood and you find sneakers hanging from a wire, like your telephone wire or something, or cable wire on top, that's an initiative gang sign right there. That's to let you know that that is their territory, not ours. And so that's their way. That's their way of telling you. You know what I'm saying? And they let the cops know the same thing. So, but just to let you know, um, what that's all about. I've seen them many times. You know, all I've seen them many times. Sneakers up there. So that's the yeah. Well, I mean, shoes hanging from power lines. You know what I'm saying? So if you see three, that well, if you see them, they mark that's how people mark their territory. You know what I'm saying, and that's how gangs mark their territory too. Drugs, whatever. You know what I'm saying. Fall River School closed Thursday after fire. Wow. So the city of Fall River is announcing Veterans Day parade ceremony for 2024. Well, if anybody wants to go to the parade, that parade's on Monday. And I believe it starts, let me see, I think it starts at 1. The city of Fall River announced Veterans Day parade and ceremony for the 2024. Fall River, Mass is now November 6th, 2024. The Fall River War Veterans Council and the City of Fall River Office Veterans Services announced the Veterans Day celebration is scheduled to take place on Monday, November 11th. And the ceremony to that parade will take place at the War Veterans Monument, Upper Kennedy Park, at 12 p.m. The Veterans Day parade will then step off at 1 p.m. from Kennedy Park and proceed to North on South Main Street in Fall River Government Center. The past parade's veterans ceremony will take place in the auditorium of the government center following consolation of the parade. Shuttles bands will be used to take participants from the 3rd Street parking lot to Kennedy Park. Parade. Participants are asked to check in at the basketball court on Broadway and Middle Street, where they will be assigned to their division. Fall River Fall. For any questions regarding to this event, please contact the Fall River Office of Veteran Services at 508-324-2432. Well, so there is going to be a parade in Fall River on Monday. I ain't gonna be able to watch it because I have to work. Massachusetts small cities named the cheapest place to live entire state for 2024. Be ready for the challenge ahead at Mass AG issues statements on Trump's win. Legals are crossing at northern U.S. borders continuing to skyrocket. Fall River man was found guilty of the 2026 assault. Ukraine war and the U.S. election in 2024. Zelensky. Massachusetts governor says state police won't support Trump's mass immigration plan. Wow. That is something. I mean, I really don't understand Maura Healey, okay? You know what I'm saying? Massachusetts governor says state police won't support Trump's mass immigration plan. Well, then we have a problem. Okay, so I mean, we have a problem. I mean, we have to. You know what I'm saying? Because there is too many immigrants here, undocumented here in Massachusetts. Okay, so gonna have to work something out. Well, gonna have to work something out there. Wow. This is big lot. Locations will remain open despite previously planned the closure. I mean, there's a lot of people out there. People got to get along. You know what I'm saying? So people got to get along with everybody. You know what I'm saying? I mean, we are trying to find peace, okay, and we do want peace, and we do want peace. We don't want no wars, okay. We're trying to find peace out there, and just to let you know, okay, Trump won the election, okay, and we all need to be kind with each other, okay, and let him do his job, okay. Let him finish his term for 4 years. Let him do his job, okay. We're trying to find peace, okay, and prosperity to this country, okay. Um, this country for the past couple of years, decades, went through hell. And what we're trying to do is we're trying to fix it and find it peace. And so that way everybody in this nation could have peace. Okay? You know, I know most of you out there are upset. You have the right to be upset. I'm not telling you no. But we need to find peace. Okay? Finding peace is to get along with each other. Because we are all in it together and we are all American people. We are all Americans. So, I mean, that's my message. Will there be a recount of the 2024 presidential election results? Give me a break. You're going to waste money. There goes our taxpayers' money. What Trump's proposed a tax plan could mean for America's income. For prescription drugs that can get you arrested, DUI. My heart was in my mouth. Why didn't I drive a stop? The 10 noblest place in Massachusetts for 2024. Nice and quiet. Oh, God. Governor Healy recommends 6 pardons. Oh, my God. Why is Massachusetts is... I mean, the guy won the election. Let's have peace, man, for America. You know what I'm saying? And, he won the election. And I get it. Everybody's upset. Hey, I was upset when Biden won. But you know what? I didn't go out there and protest in the street. We dealt with it for 4 years. So let him do his job. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is. Second woman plunged into Niagara Falls days after mom, 2 kids climbed over the safety rail and jumped. Wow. Oh my God. Police warned residents to lock down house, and dozens of monkeys escaped reach facilities. Oh my God. Monkeys got away. Here is a maximum possible Social Security benefit at age 62, 67, and 70. Ooh. 62 sounds good. 67 sounds better. Not 70. It's not going to happen. It's either going to be age 65 or 62 or 67 under the Trump administration. Westport man cleaves cheeseburger hack will change the way he eats it. Karen Reed defense lays out an appeal in a high court hearing. I wonder what happened there. Boston Karen Reed attempts to get some criminal charges against her thrown out on the grounds of double jeopardy comes before the highest court in the Massachusetts Wednesday. The state Supreme Judicial Court, Judiciary Court heard an argument that Reed's defense and the prosecution and whether two criminal charges should be dismissed. Reed sat with her family inside the courtroom on Wednesday. Karen Reed is here and her mother at the Supreme Judicial Court in Massachusetts on November the 6th, 2024. CBS Boston. Karen Reed's appeal after a mistrial declared. Well, I mean, she got a mistrial, right? Double jeopardy attaches to that. Okay. I mean, she could say, hey, you know what? So later double jeopardy attaches. Okay. And once you start throwing out cases, okay, and case after case cases, guess what happens? Double jeopardy attaches. She can turn around and say, hey, you know what? Hey, she could turn around and say, well, I killed him. You know what I'm saying? And there's nothing that they can do about it. Because you want to know why? Because double jeopardy attaches. Okay. So she gets all, yeah. I mean, you can't try it. You can't try it. You can't try it. You know what I'm saying? After everything gets thrown out. you know, if she wasn't found guilty, and they say, hey, you know what? She's not guilty. After they throw everything out, she can turn and say, hey, look, I killed him. And they cannot, and look at this, and they cannot try her again because double jeopardy attaches. Wow. So Reed is the first murder trial ends in a mistrial, but in July when a deadlocked jury failed to reach a verdict, but soon after the defense said some jurors had come forward to say that they had enormously agreed to acquit Reed's on two of the three charges of the second-degree murder and leaving the scene of a personal injury and a death. A juror who spoke to WBZ TV said they they were unsure how to let this judge Beverly Kennuts know that they had made up their mind and acquitting and reads two charges, but not the third charge of manslaughter. Reed's lawyer Martin Wingberg told the court Wednesday that some jurors made the uncontracted assertion that the jury reached the anonymous decision to acquit. Miss Reed is on two of the three charges. The justice prepares to both sides with questions. How do we say it was an acquittal without a verdict and an open court and no verdict slip? Justice Frank Gosno asked. Wedberg replied it could be done by asking the juror under oath if they had made a final decision. Of course, the court is also asking the prosecutor Gabriel, why does the jurors shouldn't be brought back and questioned about what they decided on two of these charges? Doesn't the public have interest in finding out the truth of what the juries decided? Justice Daniels Wendell Lands asked, Schallinger said that wouldn't account for the fact that the jurors still could have changing their minds on their tentative verdict decision on two of the charges if deliberation had continued, pushing to delay Karen's retrial. So yes, I mean they are passing. They're gonna they are pushing to delay Karen's Reed's retrial. So Reed is a second criminal trial was supposed to start on January 27, 2025, but both of the prosecution and the defense team on Monday filed a motion to delay this retrial until April 1st, 2025. Both sides says they both sides say that they need more time to prepare as of the prosecution to expects to call new witnesses that did not testify in this first trial. This is a hell that seems really as no end, Reed's father, William Reed, said outside of the court Wednesday. We remain hope, hopeful, but that means a woman of integrity will undo the wrong that has been protect, perpetrated on my family and my daughter. Who is Karen Reed? Karen Reed, final analyst from Mansfield, is accused of hitting her Boston police officer boyfriend, John O'Keefe, with her SUV and leaving him in to die in the snow in Canton after a night of heavy drinking in January of 2022. She pleaded not guilty to all charges against her, arguing that she is the victim of a cover-up involving a law enforcement, several others. O'Keefe's family is suing Reed in a civil court for wrongful death lawsuit seeks mandatory damages against Reed. A judge ruled last week that Reed will not have to be de- deposed in the civil case until her second criminal trial ends. Well, there you go. You know what I'm saying? I mean, this is like a this is like rocker room, man. It's back and forth, okay? If they don't have evidence against Reed, I mean, they should just call for a dismissal because or just drop all charges against her, and then whatever the parents wants to do, I mean, they could. You know what I'm saying? Bring her, bring a lawsuit against her and sue her in civil court at some point. You know what I'm saying? I'm not a lawyer, but I mean, I guess, that's what some people, um, they all decide to do. You know what I'm saying? They'll just say that if you've got a lot of money, I'll say, you know what? Hey, if you wasn't found guilty, guess what? Now I'm going to take you to civil court and I'm going to sue you, and I'm going to, take everything from you, just like you did when you took my son away from me. You know what I'm saying? So that's how that works. But you know, I wish I had someone on the side of me here that would also oh, breaking news, driver killed South in Carolina crash involving rollback two trucks. Troopers saying right now That's on WYFF News 4. And yeah, I don't know what the situation. I don't know what the situation is on that. I just want to let you also know that you know, uh, someone had said to me that that a armored truck took a roll, uh, uh, got rolled over, and a lot of money fell out of the truck, and troopers were over there, picking it up. On I don't know what highway is that, but I'm gonna go and check. The I'm gonna go and check that out because somebody told me that, and yeah. Let's see. Yeah, but let me just give you this: that Pelosi is resigning over Democratic Party to continue after winning the 20th term in the House. Options of America has elected a Tory will yeah. So Fall River High School football week 10 scores the highest. Ooh, let me see this. Fall River High School football week 10 scores the and the highlighted Fall River, the Massachusetts and Scarlet uh, Atlanta Associated Football playoffs will be in the fall swing of the week 10. Somerset Broccoli is the long Greater Fall River High School team who will compete in the state tournament, in the 13th seeded Raiders travel to Fort Cedars Marlins and Catholics on the Friday at 6 p.m. Wow, good for them. You know what I'm saying? Joseph's Case, Diamond, and Durfee each play unknown playoffs and schedules that began Thursday, and Cardinals travel to Moni, while the Hilltoppers take to the roads and will face Norton. Will face Norton north of the Bengal Benagles travel to Northset. Vote 10 of the football players for the Herald News playing for the week on November 1st. More top of Fall River areas and high school football performance by the week 9. To report scores and catching the team, representatives are asked to report to scores after each game by emailing SSANCHEZ@heraldnews.com or fill out the Google form. Press sense coverage and more Atlantic. Fall River's earliest spring is Atlantic Charter. Westport Co-op football had their 2024 season dramatically altered. Sophomore start quarterback division. Anderson transfers the powerhouse Catholic Memorial, which won consecutive state titles in a 2021 and 2022. Alder Ran led the way for the Torontos from the past 2 seasons. I am so proud of this division. Previously, to earn the AC third year head coach Kazim Ander Ad Adarain said, as the father, as the head coach, I had to cut that humble cord going forward, but to lose someone who was younger, older, sold the leadership poised, and even had the elder statement. He brought a lot of teams, divisions. Anders had a terrific season for the Toronto freshman in 2023, and the Toronto quarterback accounted for 20 touchdowns, passed for over 2,000 yards, and rushed for 591 yards. He also converted for 2 points conversion and finished the season with 13 touchdowns, passing second in the area. Wow, that's a lot. Congratulations. Atlanta Charter School football practice is Thursday, August 22nd, 2024. Herald News is Prince Gibbons. Despite of the last, Karen Anderson said that the proper of his team is upcoming season. I am excited for my upcoming senior who are willing to able to talking with them in the summer. He said they know for quite some time he was not returning. Everyone has been prepared to step up. Yeah, see that? Everyone was prepared to step up. And a Westport of 2-8 got off the hot start last season, and before dropping it finals 8 games, New Toronto look to turn things around. Of the fourth one, players are on the roster. Back for his final season, his 4-year starter division paradise of the senior athletic stars who was in the Herald News all Scarlet's first term as a junior, has a multiple positions and skill set. Seniors DJ Dumpy Antonio is a track star, turns football players. He was the ability to track the ball on defense and large frames and making big plays on offense. Junior wide receiver Collins Barabbas and the Herald News also Scholastic first timer led the Torrents with 6 receiving touchdowns and so for more, and has sure hands as well, playing solo defense by junior Marvin Anton, his an all proposed running back that deals the thread out of the backfield. Oh my God. Yeah, that's the that's sports. You know what I'm saying? I saw some sports, and I wanted to actually read some out, and which is actually good. You know what I'm saying? So I'm gonna block some out over here because I'm all done reading that. So let's see here. Let's go back up to full screen. Updating on a male who jumped from the Veterans Bridge, recovered from Taunton River. Chuck Schumer prepares to return to the Senate majority after the GOP victory. Come on, you already lost, Schumer. Popular Massachusetts Bragging stores announced immediate closure. Finstar. Wow, never heard of that one. 3 in Massachusetts cut down for Rockefeller Center Christmas display. Artificial intelligence of art in seconds. Convent of 3,000 immigrants are headed to the U.S. southeastern border. Massachusetts State Police announced 7 areas shared by checkpoints for 2024. When he takes office in January, J.D. Vance will become one of the youngest vice presidents in the U.S. Haley asks that 6 to pardon for crimes. In a jail. She's already asking that. Oh my God. Moving panic from Market Cozy for date ideas and around Fall River. Nice. What is happening in bodies when you eat peanut butter every day? Massachusetts man who beat classmate to death as a teen granted parole after 37 years. A 114-year-old woman is now the oldest living American. She says 3 things I have helped her live so long. She's 114 years old. Wow. Ellen DeGeneres is going away for good. All right, goodbye. Senator Warren defeated Dalton to win her 3rd term. Cheater. Putin says Ukraine must remain natural for there to be peace. Middleborough woman is charged with 26 counts of animal cruelty. Wow. UF-15 Strike Eagle fighter jet en route in the Middle East ahead to possible Iranian retaliatory attack on Israel. American fighters close all Massachusetts locations. Everything is on sale. Man, educators, parents, and celebrates the end of MCAS graduation requirements. Good. You know what? That's the best. That was the best thing for that MCAS. You know what? I want to talk about that for a bit. You know, that was the best thing for MCAS. Okay, that was the best thing for that to actually go, because it was not helping the kids. Okay, it was not helping them at all. Okay, uh, if a kid wants to graduate, oh, they have to take the MCAS. If you take the MCAS, and if they don't pass the MCAS, they don't get to graduate. So, I mean, what is good? What is good is the MCAS when they can't pass that. Okay, because the MCAS is really hard, and and I spoke to many people about it, and they said, Dave, they said that's the best thing, that was the best thing in the world to give to for that MCAS to go away. Well, I mean, don't say that, yes, MCAS is going away, but there is other alternatives, for tests. You know what I'm saying? If we can make it easier, we will. You know what I'm saying? We will actually make it easier, so uh, and uh, and we will make it easier for the students to actually graduate from from high school to go into college. So Kenneth Martin is to be disposed in a case involving New Bedford Greater Voc Tech student Jacob Piano. So that's pretty good. Officials is condemned with the race text and sent to black residents in several states. That's awful, man. I mean, why does people do all this stuff, man? You know what I'm saying? Nobody in the world can have peace. You know what I'm saying? I mean, they need to stop this. You know what I'm saying? Opponents of Massachusetts question 5 confined with the election night. Well, question 5. Well, the question with the questions. Well, the Uber and the Lyft. I mean, they're going to be unionized. You know what I'm saying too. So I mean, which is good. You know what I'm saying? So that way they can collect a paycheck. You know what I'm saying? You know, that way they can. You know, if they take a day off, they can also have a like sick pay or something, you know what I'm saying, or vacation pay. I mean, which is would be good for them. You know what I'm saying? Because they do work hard. You know what I'm saying? They do need a contract, of course. You know what I'm saying? And Massachusetts was prepared for that. You know what I'm saying? Because Massachusetts was prepared for that, for them to get unionized. You know what I'm saying? Because they need a vacation. Okay, say okay, you you put in your vacation. Well, hey, you get a vacation pay. You know what I'm saying? Or you get a sick pay, or you get a personal day. You know what I'm saying? Or say if a family's sick, or if you need to go to a funeral or something, families, will. I mean, and yeah, I don't know how they're going to do it, but uh, the Lyft and the Uber is going to get unionized, so that way they don't get ripped off. You know what I'm saying? Because they're out there, they're working. You know what I'm saying? They're working, they work their tail off out there. I mean, I know. I mean, I take Lyft. I don't take Uber, but I take Lyft. But I mean, hey, rideshare. You know what I'm saying? I mean, they deserve it. They use their cars. You know what I'm saying? They use their cars. Their cars are going, through hell. You know what I'm saying? So I mean, they push it. They're out there making money, and which is not fair to them. You know what I'm saying? Judge released a ban for a woman accused of trying to sell a baby on Facebook. Wow, that is crazy. Massachusetts voters to keep it similar to wages for tips workers. Trade winter storms could bury Maine and New Hampshire and Massachusetts in the winter. More than 1,000 legal immigrants are beheaded in the Texas area. Police fatally shot a man after an armed standoff at the bed and breakfast in New Hampshire. At the AG says, "Ooh, man." Richard Gere's leaving the United States, and with that, we lose one of our most handsome men. Yeah, well, goodbye. Hurricane refused to make landfall in Cuba as a Category 3 hurricane. Mayor Mitchell Wu Mayor Mitchell Wu offers comfort to Boston, feeling disappointed by this election result. Oh well, that's too bad. Woman mistakes glue instead of her eye drop. Great. Maybe, I mean, why is everybody disappointed, man? I mean, come on. I mean, get over it already. You know what I'm saying? Man Mitchell should get over it. You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, hey, I mean, hey, you know something? It is what it is. Oh well. You know what I'm saying? What do you expect? You know what I'm saying? Hey, Donald Trump won, let it be. Okay? I mean, you people, uh, sometimes could be so annoying. You know what I'm saying? You know, Mayor Mitchell too, and Mayor Wu. You know what I'm saying? Mayor Mitchell, New Bedford, and Mayor Wu from Boston. You guys are so annoying. Okay, let the guy. Let you know, let it be peace. And I explained this once before. Let it be peace. We don't need any more fighting. Honoring those who serve a Veterans Day event planned around the South Coast. Texas seizes enough fentanyl to kill everyone in America and Mexico. Thousands of Central Mass could lose insurance coverage on January 1st. So, North Korea has fired short range missiles hours before the U.S. election. Yeah, wonderful. Massachusetts investigates Boston ballots shortage and more top stories. What to do? I do. What to do? I do when my baby wants everything. Hashtag food. You go to the store and go buy it. DA 8 arrested during a search on South Boston problem properties. Ooh. IRS has announced 2025 retirement plan limited. South Coast Stop and Shop pharmacists reported outage. Here are the winners and losers from this election day in Rhode Island. Blood thinners can still get blood clots. Ugh. Dayton Junior firefighter honored National Savings Choking Girl. Thank you very much. I am 48 and dying due to year cutting kitchen countertops. If it's normally that warm in November. A woman mixed the election outcome, but sure concerned for the future. Come on, man. You people are outrageous, man. You can legally own a deer in 3 New England states. Can diabetes eat bananas? Here, what registers dietitian said. What's this? Drug led allegations to take measures and hit in states. Mass congratulates to incumbent all wins handily. How to request the replacement of your local social security cards. Providence police help signal mom furnish home. Judge Alan Connors in emergency has one of the 2024 election most influential players and may be one of them. Four changes are coming in paychecks in 2025. Dog halts Sunday morning traffic in Boston. Mom 2024 tries to sell baby on Facebook and demands $150 up front from the highest bidder and disturbance. Wow, that is crazy. My God. My God. That, she ought to be in jail. Man charged with random stabbings in teen girl Dollar Tree on Cape Cod. This is, fast food grants closing lots of stores in New England while ramping the rest. Shoppers tune after locking inside bags purchases in local theft stores and feels like a winning lottery. No to House Democrats easily wins re-election in Massachusetts. 32 years strong and yeah. Yeah, even Barack Obama's wife, even Barack Obama himself called Donald Trump and congratulated him. They have no problem with him. Boat in Boston Harbor crushes in Cran Scallopper. Hurricane refuels triggering floods and emergency 800 kilograms away. Former Massachusetts police officer contracting brother pleaded guilty in mass saving fraud sham. Homeless man found deceased in Rhode Island, remembered as a devoted and loyal to his family and friends. Wow. Judge grants to stay execution for Thomas Greek. Good. Terrifying simulations showing what happens to your body when they fall into a black hole. Hmm. Wow. Tropical storm fails to project path and shift. Voters reject question 4. Why readers are disappointed. Oh, we don't want mushrooms. We don't want the mushrooms. No way, man. Breaking news officials arguing and researching for a 40 roast monkey that escaped from the bio research lab. Outlet to Esky out and win the 8th Bristol State House District. Beloved Massachusetts spots naming the best all-you-can-eat buffet in the state. Megyn Kelly predicts that Harris won't recover from the 2024 loss. She's not the leader of her party. Fire warning affected 12 Massachusetts counties on Friday. Come on, man. You know something? Accept the lose, man, Kamala, man. Accept the loss, man. We did. A brutally escaped to May abusive marriage. If J.D. Vance had his way, he'd still be trapped there. Alabama, what was Biden thinking? Dan Ambrose live. VIP Harris will certify her own election defeat on January 6th. MAGA supports sparked outage after projecting pushers logo with Trump's hair on water tower. Oh my God. 2 men arrested for grandparents scam to targeting elderly in Massachusetts and Rhode Island. Trump made again in Worcester and counties and towns by 2 election results from Central Mass. Racist text message refringing slavery race alarm in multiple states and prompt investigation. Local Veteran Center recognized for its service. Marjorie Taylor Greene is election approved. I am not extremed, but I mean mainstream America. Haunted January 6th roster report on the verge of escaping charges. New weather WBZM middle forecast in November 7th. Options for eliminating MCAS would set back decide the progress for Latino students. No. Well, I'm glad that I'm glad. Oh, there it is right here. Man fatally struck on 195 North, officers scrambling to pick up cash off a highway. Well, that's uh, the highway where the armored truck flipped over in that area. So I mean that's basically what that is. Let me see what time it is. It's 9:55. It's 9:55. Um, and I'm going to end this with a message. Okay, I'm going to end this with a message, and so listen up. I'm listen up. Right? Listen up. Um, you know, when elected, when a candidate wins an election, okay, it won an election. Okay, so Trump won the election. Accept it. We accept Biden and Harris. Okay, we accept Biden and Harris. So I mean, even though the 2020 election was, uh, you know, um, even though the 2020 election, you guys cheat, we accepted it. Okay, we didn't mention it no more. Okay, now we're looking for peace for this country. Okay, we are looking for peace. We want peace for this country. Okay, peace for everybody in this country. Okay, and and by trying to use taxpayers' money to do the recount, you're using taxpayers' money. Okay, you're spending our money to do a recount, which is it's not necessary to do. Okay, because the election was won fair and square. Okay, it was won fair and square. Okay, nobody cheated. Okay, so it was won fair and square. So let's all have peace for our country and for the people that live in our country. Okay, and for our children. And you know what? And move on because that's what we all supposed to do. So all I'm gonna do. So that's my message for tonight. So this is Dave Mead, Fall River Media News. Again, a talk show. We talk about politics. We talk about you know everything under the sun except for the sun. So so take care, everybody. Have a great night. I have to get up in the morning, and I'll go live at the bus stop, and give you my I'll give you the traffic, and I'll give you a traffic update, and we'll talk about some things over there too as well. So oh, and before I go, um, let's get the weather update for today. Let's get the weather update. Okay, I'm going to try to find it. Let's see. Weather. The weather. Okay, let me see here. Continue. Let me see. Wait a minute. Oh boy. Let's see here. The weather for Massachusetts as of 9:51 p.m. Eastern. 55 clear days. Day 70 night 41. Red flag warning. None in the morning. Feels like 53. Highs, lows 41. Winds 6 miles an hour. Humidity 57. 2.40. Pressure 30 to 06. And index available 0 to 11. Visibility 8-1. Moon phase. Wax. So, I mean, but anyways, that's your weather for this is your weather for Fall River, 55 to Fall River, Massachusetts. So take care, everybody. Have a great night, and I will see you tomorrow morning out at the bus stop, and we will talk about the weather before my bus comes. So take care, everybody. This is Dave Mead, Fall River Media News. Again, this is a talk show, and we talk everything politic that goes on, and we also talk about what goes on around the world. Take care, everybody. Have a great day, and be kind to each other. Okay, be kind to each other, and and no arguing, no fighting. Um, you know, um, and whatever you agree, you agree. Sometimes we can agree and disagree. Take care, everybody. Have a great night.